Hi guys, it's reaction time. Before I get on to reaction, huge thank you to Martin Simpson's Destroyer of Death for sending me this brilliant Eternal Rain t-shirt. Eternal Rain is a brilliant album. It's already available. You've got to hear it. You metal fans will absolutely love it. He also sent me this. I can sit here now on a Saturday or Sunday morning doing my reactions with a Martin Simpson's Destroyer of Death Master of All mug. Perfect. So, this one, Bruce Dickinson, Afterglow of Ragnarok, without a doubt, the biggest reaction today. Been looking forward to hearing this, really have. I mean, it started about 2 months ago, didn't it? Like little teasers, seeing some artwork and stuff like that, getting you ready for this song. This song will not make it through copyright. I'll be shocked. If you're hearing this full video on YouTube, well, I don't think you will. I don't think you'll hear that. If you don't hear that, you'll hear a shortened version probably on YouTube, and you might see it on my Facebook channel, the full version. That's what usually happens. I've got before when Maiden, their last album, didn't get the reaction, didn't go through, copyrighted straight away and taken down. Judas Priest, both of their songs taken down. The new Saxon song taken down. So if this gets through, I'll be shocked. I really will. It will not get through, but if it does, great. It annoys me a bit. I have ranted a little bit about this. When you upload 99% of videos to YouTube, when you do reactions and the music's on there, the monetizing gets taken away. So you can't monetize. So it just basically means you can't earn out of it, but it'll show the full video. I don't care about that. I don't want to make money out of the bands. I just want to get it out there and, you know, have my reaction videos and not feel like a waste of time. So I'm sitting here on a Saturday. I've saved this till last, knowing though I'm probably going to be doing it for nothing. But like I said though, you will get a minute's video where I can just give you clips of each song, a few seconds of the song in little bits. That's probably what you're going to get. But on the off chance you're not, I've got to do it. It's 8 minutes long, 8 minutes and 5 seconds long. So it's a big song, wasting even more of my time if it doesn't go up on YouTube. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. It's exciting for me anyway to hear this song. But it's all the editing that goes with it. So you don't just film it and then upload it. You have to edit it. You have to do all this stuff to it. And then after all that work, as soon as it goes on YouTube, it goes, no. And that's so annoying. It really is. Anyway, Bruce Dickinson, Afterglow of Ragnarok. Of course, the new album's coming out next year. I can't wait to hear that. And I must admit, I love the Bruce Dickinson solo stuff, especially the last couple of albums. I think they've been spot on. Almost what I want Maiden to do. You know, not fuck around so much with these 20-minute intros. And, you know, that's a bit over the top, I know, but 3-minute intros and then every song being 11 minutes long, and it takes too long to get to these parts of the song. I think Bruce Dickinson on the last couple of albums has really smashed it out of the park. I really do. And he sounds great as well, obviously. This is Bruce Dickinson. This is Afterglow of Ragnarok. Here we go. I really like it, man. It's doing what I expected. It feels like the last couple of albums. It really does. The intro, I'm not sure if that's actually going to be in the album version. It may be. A great sort of intro with the storm and all that, the build up to the song. I don't know if it's just a video thing. Very cool, sort of dark riffs crashing in, very metal sounding, very evil sounding, which I loved. And of course the video helps with that. You saw the pentagram on the floor and all that, and the dark riffs and all that. It's very cool indeed. I feel it is very fucking metal, of course. The song is very epic overall. It's got a big grandeur feel about the song. You know, in general, it feels massive. Love the galloping riffs, the galloping in that verse. Just that's the only part I would say. And I was going to say how different it feels to a Maiden song. I think it does really feel different, even though Bruce's vocals are obviously so you know, instant, and you know exactly it's Bruce straight away. But even though there's that massive connection, obviously, to Maiden, as soon as you hear Bruce open his mouth, I think it's cool how it feels so different than Maiden. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It could literally sound like Maiden, but it doesn't. Even though Bruce's vocals are so distinctive, it's definitely got a separation for sure. It's more riffy, you know, probably less complex. I don't know, but you know, they're very complex, and they Maiden with these big instrumental sections. This is very to the point, which it's what we want Maiden to do, really, more to the point. You know, that's what I want from them anyway. I love it when Bruce, especially later in his career, he's in that lower range and he's very aggressive. I like that. Like, he really spits out that lower range. I think in the higher end vocals, he hits the notes, but I prefer him now to stay in that lower range. And I know he can't. You know, he's got to go in that higher range. What it does, it mixes the vocals up within the song, and it makes it really interesting to listen to. But I really prefer him now in that lower range. I think he could keep in that range and maybe go a little bit higher, not try and go for the real high vocals. Like I said, he's not out of tune or anything. I just think that he's better off. He sounds more comfortable for me. I prefer him in that lower range. Very expansive chorus. It's, you know, it just opens up with those synths and stuff like that. Like, very epic sounding. It's really catchy. Actually, really catchy. First time round, the chorus had me hooked. So, I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it? That the melody is there, and without a doubt, it was always going to be there, wasn't it? But no, it's very cool. I quite like the production. I don't know what to think of the production on Bruce Dickinson's records. I really don't. I sort of prefer it to the Maiden albums, and I definitely prefer it to Kevin Shirley's production on the Maiden albums. Although Kevin Shirley's a great producer, because you hear him produce other bands and it almost sounds better than Maiden's albums. But so he's a great producer, Kevin Shirley. I'm not sure who has produced this album. I'm not 100%. You watch, it's probably fucking Kevin Shirley. I don't even know, but for me it sounds better than Kevin Shirley. The only thing I would say with this, I'm not 100% keen on the drum sound. I think as well it's not up in the mix enough, it's not punchy enough. But it's okay. The production is good. But I always think with Maiden and Bruce Dickinson, probably apart from Chemical Wedding, I thought that album sounded pretty amazing. But it's something about it. There's something about it. It's a bit rough around the edges, and I suppose it's meant to be a little bit like that. But I don't know. It's not the best production. He could probably get better, but it's okay. It's passable, but it's not the best for me. And a lot of the time, production and the mix of an album is dependent on the listener as well. So there's a lot to unravel in this song, of course. I like the pace of it. I like the medium pace for sure. But there's a lot to uncover. There's a lot to peel back for sure. We're only halfway through, and that includes, it's only halfway through the whole thing. And so we've got more music because they had that that long bit at the beginning without the music coming in at all. Here we go for the rest, guys. Can't wait to hear the solo. I'm going to make some remarks on that, hopefully. Here we go.
There's a fire in the air.
So obviously it's not as long as I thought. It's 6.5 minutes. I'm not sure what's at the end of the video. So quite a not a short song, but if you take the beginning bit out as well, it's like 5.5 minutes. So not what I thought it was going to be when I turned it on, but that makes it, I think, it almost better, because I think that, you know, the way the song played out, probably 6 minutes was probably about right. You know, it didn't go on, like I said, this is where they differ, where he differs from Maiden. You know, that song had literally, it had slight Maiden feels, only probably with the galloping and stuff like that. But apart from that, you know, what Maiden would have done with that, they would have repeated a riff for about 2 minutes. You know, sometimes you don't need to do that. So if you talk about, I know it sounds a bit, when you talk about editing, it is all about editing sometimes. And I think that Bruce gets it with the soloing, with the solo artist stuff. He gets that you don't need to keep repeating a riff. He's very to the point, which I think is great. Like I said, with some Maiden fans are probably missing now. Get to the point a little bit quicker. You don't need to keep repeating that riff. But man, I think it was a great song. I think his vocals are great, especially in that lower range. I think he sounds really good. The song itself was pretty good, you know what I mean? I don't like scoring songs, but if I, you know, looking at that, I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10 on first listen. But I think there's going to be a lot to unravel on the album itself. It's a big thing. One of the biggest albums that are coming out next year, along with Priest as well. So looking forward to that, really am. Bruce Dickinson, Afterglow of Ragnarok. Guys, let me know what you think of that in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.